movie comes out and it gets really good reviews and you're like the one outlier that doesn't really care for it. But then when the movie's getting really bad reviews and then you're the outlier that actually kind of likes it, I'm a little bit of that outlier. Amsterdam stars Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, and John David Washington. Is about in the 1930s, three friends witness a murder, are framed for it, and uncover one of the most outrageous plots in American history. From director David O. Russell, the director of American Hustle and The Fighter, two movies I actually really like, comes this brand new movie which is getting completely crapped on right now. And this movie has a cast. Like I said, the three main leads, but this movie has a freaking cast. I mean, it's got Taylor Swift in it. She's in it not too long, but she's in it because this movie, I mean, when you have a David O. Russell movie, just seriously go ahead and think Oscars. Like, honestly, I think this movie's probably getting nominated for Oscars until I saw the Rotten Tomato be like a 33, so I'm guessing since it's really bad to a lot of people that it's not going to get nominated. But when I walked in this theater, I was like, it's a David O. Russell movie. I don't hate most of his movies. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I'm just going to watch this movie for what it is, and I'm going to sit here and tell you that I don't think this is a bad movie. My biggest praise is no shock. It's Christian Bale. He's Christian Bale. Do I really need to say anything else? Christian Bale is an amazing actor, and no matter what he's in, he's always one of, or not, the best parts of the movie. And so in this movie, there's a huge cast, and he stands out to me. He's freaking great. He's a very weird man that has a very weird issue with an eye that I don't want to spoil about, but I will say that what he goes through in this movie with his two best friends, I cared for his character. I cared for this adventure, and Margot Robbie is fantastic as always, and John David Washington, I am pulling for this man to be a superhero one day because I love him in everything he is in. Seriously, Tenet, Black Klansman, I want him in more stuff, and in this movie, I love his character, I love his statements that he says in this movie, I love that out of everyone in this movie, the one black character that is our main lead, not counting Chris Rock and a few others, he goes through more as a character that I really like seeing, and these three friends feel like friends, and when they get framed for this murder, which does feel a little ridiculous in the moment, things change for their lives, and by the end of this movie, I was on the ride with them. I will say, this cast is too huge. I would say there are many great celebrities in this movie. Seriously, I mean, you have Anna Taylor-Joy. I love me some Timothy Olyphant. Taylor Swift, Chris Rock, Robert De Niro, Bohemian Rhapsody guy. I mean, they're all in it. Zoe Saldana. I mean, there are so many people in this movie that, to me, in the very end, some of them were just kind of throwaways. It's great to see them. I'm like, oh, Zoe Saldana. She does a little thing with Christian Bale doing a little body thing about water and the body. I don't know. It's like a little scene, but like, did it need to be Zoe Saldana? Not really, but it made the scene better because they're both great actors. And I have not read or seen other reviews for this movie, so I don't really know why it's getting bad reviews, but from my perspective, there's just a lot going on with so many characters for such a simple framed murder story that a lot of stuff makes this movie slower and the pacing can feel a little iffy. And by the end, once things are happening, I did check my phone. I was like, how much time do we have left? We had like 30, 20 minutes left. And I was like, we could probably end it here. But again, I think the performers by everyone, it's wacky and funny in some parts, a little bit over dramatic in the very beginning, how they meet, showing all that stuff. But once they meet, once the mystery happens, once they're framed, I really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed Timothy Olyphant. Let me just throw that out there. I love Justified, and seeing him in this movie made me so happy. And he is creepy looking, if you ask me, and he is very good in this movie. Everyone's good. I mean, heck, Robert De Niro. I mean, seriously, it's Robert De Niro. But seriously, I think my issue was there's just so much happening for such a simple story. And I know it's based on a true story, so we gotta tell everything. But in the end, I don't think this movie's not bad not to watch, but I wouldn't pay to go see it in theaters. I'm gonna give Amsterdam a B. Now, that's just my opinion, though. If you go and see this movie and you agree with most people and say it's awful, that's your opinion. For me, though, I didn't find this be a bad movie. I thought it was an interesting story, and I loved everyone in the movie, especially Christian Bale, and obviously David Russell. He's going to have great soundtracks, too, and the movie looks pretty damn good. A few gray spots that should add color, but I don't know. I didn't hate it, so that's just me, though. Anyway, guys enjoy this review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone.